Hari Om. We will start. And maybe somebody can put a message in the group saying the meeting is starting. Sahana bhavatu, Sahano bhunaktu, Sahaviryam karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmadhyasya yatonvayaditaratascha artheshvabhignaswarat tene brahma hridaya adikavaye muhyanti yat surayah Tejo varimridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo mrisha dhamna svena sada nirastakuhakam satyam param dhimahi Satchidanandarupaya Vishvotpattyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Numaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye, Tato Jayamudiraye. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
I'll share the. Where were we? In that Vishnu Maya is over.
Ministers, yeah. They were flattering him.
Yeah, here's where. Somewhere in between we left this.
Just go a little up.
Yeah. So for a while he becomes Kamsa becomes
Yeah.
I mean, he realizes, he regrets, he speaks to, but then once he left their presence and went back to his natural company, his mind becomes clouded again because he is along with ministers who are completely flattering him and feeding his ego. And when the ego is fed, everything that is part of it comes up. What was part of Kamsa's ego? His huge fear of death. Death is only for the ego, right? So that comes up all over again. Okay. We'll read this paragraph again from here, right?
Okay.
His ministers, who were all haters of the Devas and who were all embodiments of ignorance and foolishness and pride, spoke with great passion and vehemence. The suggestions offered by them were profuse. They said it is obvious that the child is kept somewhere secretly, most probably away from the city of Mathura, maybe another city, a village in the suburbs, perhaps where the cowherds live. The sensible way to tackle the problem is to destroy all children around us who are less than a year old, have not cut their milk teeth yet. The Devas can do nothing to harm you. They have all been defeated by you so often in the wars that they are scared of you. Why? Even the mention of your name is enough to drive them away from any place. As for Narayana, your arch enemy, what can he do? He is always hiding somewhere, afraid to come out and face you in a real fight. Lord Mahadeva is but half a man, and the other half is his wife. What can he do? Brahma is far inferior to these two. Indra, as you know, is powerless against you and your prowess. So again, when you are confused, and in the grip of your ego, who you go to also matters. Who you seek advice from also matters. Right? So like he went to Vasudeva. Vasudeva and Devaki did not even tell anything. They did not even advise him. They didn't even say anything. In just their calm presence, all the veiling was removed and the truth for a moment glimpsed. He got a glimpse of the truth. But the moment he was away, that was induced from the outside though. Only his veils were removed. The one moment he moves back and he is in the wrong company, so that's why satsanga. The power of satsanga, whom you go and ask, whom you go and, when you are in trouble, say somebody is going through a trouble in family life or something, you go and you meet with all the friends who are having difficulty in family life and everybody is complaining, you feel good, okay, but it grows. What you do is you are feeding the ego. I am discussing, you are discussing, you are also having the problem, I am also, yeah, all people are like this only. You know, this, even in company, offices, one favorite thing I have seen, everybody will sit and talk about the boss. Yeah, the boss is like this, the boss is like that, the boss is this, horrible, and all that.
And especially after the appraisal, no? I remember one incident. The appraisal meeting went very well. I was so happy. I came out and then one other colleague told his experience and it was very good. Then I realized mine was not. So then all the, that stream of thoughts, it starts playing.
So on the plane of ego, there is only, what would you say? There's some form of emptiness, void only. It builds a sense of void. And that's why to fill that void, you seek to go into the world. As though the world is going to fill up the void. But the void itself is an illusion. We are all complete by nature. We are all Purnam. Purnatvam is the true nature. And that void is a superimposition on that Purnatvam. It is an illusion, making us feel like there's something wrong and something has to be done on the outside, which happens no all the time whenever we are disturbed. Oh, this is happening. What should I do? 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 Our mind is constantly paying on what should I do? As though the doing is what is going to solve the problem. Oh, I should I should think about the past and correct myself. I should tell the other their mistakes so they can correct themselves. I should do something. I should do. The only reason for my disturbance is that I have moved away from the self, from Bhagwan. And the only reason for my peace is that right now, this moment, I am with him. There is no covering which is hiding him. Whenever there is a veiling, I am away from him. So, letting go of that veil. The only thing we have to look within. What is it? When I'm feeling that void, what is that which is veiling? What is that which is veiling? That's all. The moment that comes in the awareness itself, detachment will happen. You don't have to do anything. Just observe what is that which is veiling. And you go to the wrong people, everybody there. Very nice. Go kill all the babies to save yourself.
Because we think ego is powerful. But the
Mm.
truth is, it is a dead thought. It is powerless. It is asat actually. There's no existence to this. The presence, how it impacts. One devotee, I think Murugan or maybe I don't know, he used to tell, it seems. No, Kunjaswami, Ramana Bhagavan's student. He used to tell, it seems, I wish Bhagavan is able to see the doshas in us. He is always established in truth. So there is no question for, that's what they say, right? The one who is established. So Bhagavan always used to say, everybody is that only. You are only pretending to be not that. This is his vision. It's not simple statement. This is where Ramana Bhagavan was. So Kunjaswami used to say, I wish he could come down to our level, see our doshas and give some, because we always are caught up, right, in our, so we want some guidance there. It is difficult for such, for Ramana Bhagavan, it was never, so he would say, it seems, Kunjaswami, like, not like Kamsa, but then in the presence of Vasudeva and Devaki, the veil was removed, right? So like that, many devotees have told, the moment they enter, even Ravanashrama, and the moment they enter that hall, and even today, that is how it is. They enter, then everything just falls. There's no body identity minded. It is just that truth which is, that's all. So even we are unable to identify with any doshas. So that Kunjaswami, that's what he used to say, it seems. What he is not coming down, and when we go into his presence, everything, all that was veiling just is removed. And we are also put back to truth. And then once we come back, all our thing comes back. But the purpose of such satsanga is to first recognize that without that veil is my true nature. All these are the coverings. Again and again contemplate and bring that buddhi to that, subtlety. Yeah, that it recognizes it is just that, the truth which is. That is why in bhakti, it is that much, if we don't get such mighty presence, then again and again saying that Bhagavan alone is Naham Naham Tvam Tvam. Naham Naham Tvam Tvam. So this is a beautiful pill to give ourselves whenever we are caught up in this, the mind world. which we think as my world, right? Jagat. So again and again, remembering that now. So just initially, even telling that all the imaginations fall off. Once they fall off, then what is there is only truth. Yeah, that is peace, that is quietude, no more disturbance, nothing. Yeah. And then what has to happen will come through. That is different. Actually, they are not connected. Thinking they are connected is ignorance. If I don't think, then it will not get solved, is the ignorance. Because these people thought about it, they are coming up with so much of solutions. They are saying, maybe they are sincerely thinking out of their swabhava. It's not their intention, may not even be to flatter Kamsa. It's their swabhava. See, ignorance, foolishness, pride. It is all there in the body mind, in the BMI. So it is coming up. And they identify with that and they are suggesting. Yeah. The moment, the power of satsanga, what happens is all these fall. And the recognition happens, and that is the truth. These all come and go. That is important because sometimes, it becomes like one drug. Many times Swami says that, you go and sit in one presence or meditate or, do some chanting or japa, the mind quietens. The recognition, if that is not there, again and again, we want to go back to that quietude through the same process. This is also like one inner drug that we get used to. We are getting, so of course, initially it is needed, but then slowly that recognition that yes, that is so, then even these ego-filled things, they do not arise after a point. They do not arise. So a point where if they arise due to its mental habits, the buddhi is, there is something within which keeps constantly telling that this is not you. Or this is, they don't exist. Bhagavan alone is. Whatever works for each one of us. We need to take that, put into practice. This is jnana. Put into practice. Take this medicine and put into practice. But here, they all are trying to bring in solutions by thinking. Depending on my mind as truth is the ignorance that I am caught in. That's all. Whatever the mind is suggesting.
Exactly. When I'm meditating also, thoughts coming is not a problem, but giving reality to those thoughts and thinking they are real. Why do I think, what should I do, what should I do, what should I do? Because somewhere the thoughts, the emotions are being given a reality. And then from there comes the doership. And then action. And then further vasanas. Again, from those further vasanas, again, some more disturbances. Doership. Cycle keeps continuing. You feed. The vasana seeds are growing. You need Devi Ma's presence to destroy the Rakta Bija Sura. One seed, one vasana, you give into it, hundreds of vasanas are born from it. Never-ending cycle. You just step back. And the vasana, what if I don't know? I just have to look. That vasana, whatever is the vasana, thought, the emotion, look at it in the eye. Note it. The moment it comes in our awareness, it's time for it to dissolve. I don't have to do anything else. Right? So, yeah. Anything else coming? We'll move on.
Yeah. The one thing that ego cannot survive is when we give attention to it.
Yes.
Pay attention to it, it's not there.
You'll find that it has dissolved. It's very illusory. The moment you
Right.
try to see it, you try to observe it, it dissolves.
Yeah. Yes. So just to clarify, pay attention is not to strengthen the ego by giving reality
Indulging.
to it. And
It is not
that's
indulging.
that's not what is meant. The Shraddha Shakti, as of now. That is, if we are giving reality to it, then it will go on and on and on. Yeah. Look at it, see what it is. Try to, that is what Bhagavan says by saying that, Tedinal Ottam Pidikkum. Look, search for it. We will not find. Where is this Bala?
Where is this thought coming from? That's all. Looking at it is not either resisting it or indulging in it or complaining about it or analyzing it. Is this good, bad, right, wrong, or judging it? None of this, Rivas. None of this. It is just like I look at the 5 objects in a room and I name it. Just let's look at 5 objects in the room and name it. That's all. I named and moved to the next object. I name, I move to the next object. That's all. I'm not thinking, oh, this light, it is glowing, it is this. Nothing, just naming it, moving it. That's all. It is just noting, oh, there is a fear. That is what is in Kamsa's case. Oh, there is a fear. And moving. Why is this fear coming? Why is it coming up? When does it come on? Nothing. Just note and move on. It will lose its power. Just note it and note the one who is observing it. In whom has this thought come up? That's it. Over. It will lose the detachment automatically happens. I listen to 5 sounds around me, just note. I hear the fan. Move. I hear my heartbeat. Move. Just noting. That's all. The attention is just the awareness. In the awareness, the sound is coming, I'm noting. In the awareness, similarly, the feeling is coming, the thought is coming. Noting. Just noting. And giving a nama to that rupa. That rupa, that nama, that rupa is of the Supreme only, of consciousness. It is the wave, the ocean of consciousness which has brought out the wave of this emotion. The moment you note the wave goes back into the ocean again. Dissolves into the ocean. Like a salt doll dissolves into the ocean. It may come up again and again you note and then it dissolves. And slowly it loses its power.
This method, it is so beautiful. So as one gets habituated to this, what is happening is we do not jump with objects. The mind doesn't go with the object. The mind is staying somewhere which is more steady. Yeah, somewhere where it is there is no up and down, and it becomes a powerful force. That Bhagavatam calls it as Sutratma. It's a very beautiful word. See, there are so many beautiful words there, gems that come up in Srimad Bhagavatam when we, so that, so as there is a sutra, there is a connecting thread, and that is Atman, says Bhagavatam. Even in Bhagavad Gita, we have that, right? Mai Protam. Yeah. Matta, what is that? Maniganaiva. Sutre Maniganaiva. So like that, in Bhagavatam, the context is very similar to this. It says, when it comes in Navayogi Upakyana, one of the yogis, he is talking about what is Narayana Tattva. So in that sutra, so the more and more one doesn't give doesn't go with things that are rising, then the rising also stops. And this Sutra Atma alone is given complete attention. Who is giving? Nobody. Yeah. So that all these things can be just contemplated. And see, Ramana Bhagavan's way is that, complete focus on the truth. Okay, there are so many things. See from where it arises. Again and again, go back to the source. Again and again, come back to that center. Center is my central teaching, he says, right? So it resonates. Srimad Bhagavatam, everything resonates. So that connecting thing is the Atman, in which everything arises, in which it stays, and to which it goes back. All these are just like bubbles in the water. So the Shraddha is in the water. The Shraddha is not in the bubble or the wave. That's the beauty of such even very simple practices. When they say even just observe breath, anything that you're observing, it's the same thing. Breath is going up and down, whatever, going out and in, constant observation, or observe thoughts. All those, what happens slowly, we are getting ourselves established in that substratum. And the rising and falling happens for a while, and they also only to know that it is not true. Okay. But here Kamsa is now caught up with one of the rising thing. One or many, we don't know.
Now he's caught up with it, and there is reality. He's caught up with it because he has given reality to that feeling. So even so, it is but right that we should take proper precautions. We should pull out roots of our enemies when they are tender. When a disease finds a home in the human body, we should find out what it is, where it is, and attend to it immediately. If we ignore it for a while, it will grow suddenly or gradually, and later it will be the death of the body, even indriyas. As though that is not a reality. It will even be the death of the body, even indriyas. Total identification with the indriyas, with the senses and the body here. The death of the body is inevitable. But we are talking here as though the death of the body is some wrong happening that will happen if we don't do what we need to do. If they are not controlled and brought to bay at once, they will run away with the wisdom of man, like horses drag a chariot when the reins are not held properly.
So much confusion. Body and then this. There's absolutely no clarity, nothing, something they are talking.
What is the only disease of the body? When a disease finds a home in the human body, we should find out what it is, where it is, and attend to it immediately. He is writing. But let us do our reflection. What is the only disease? Ayurveda, I don't know if I have that statement. It says, I don't have it with me. It's not remember. Wait. This comes from the Charaka Samhita. In the Charaka Samhita, it is given, I'll tell the meaning, I don't know the shloka. Okay, so if Divya or anybody has any of that Anadiwala book, it is there in that, on Ayurveda. Okay, so in that it is written that all diseases owe their root cause to Raga Dvesha.
Ragadi Rogan.
Ragadi Rogan, huh?
Wait, we will get that.
Okay, you remember the starting.
This the first shloka that my daughter actually.
Yeah, you would know.
Even told me. Yeah, it was very beautiful. That Moola Vaidya Namaha. Then it comes shloka. I will get
Yeah,
that.
you get it.
Ragadi rogan satatanushaktam asheshakaya. This the one you're saying?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Prasritan asheshan outsukya moha aditan jaghana yo purva vaidyaya. The one who has overcome the raga dvesha is the Vaidya, true Vaidya. To that Vaidya, namostu tasmai. I bow down. So the by meaning in Hindi or English.
Oh,
Right.
maybe. Correct. First shloka of Ashtanga. Ashtanga says it
Ashtanga.
invokes the Ragadi Rogan refers to the root cause of suffering. Encompassing desires, attachments, hatred, delusion, and other negative emotions. They manifest first. Any manifestation happens 2 stages. We saw that even in Bhagavatam in the beginning. That is a sarga and a visarga. 2 levels of creation, manifestation. First level, subtle manifestation. Second level, physical manifestation. Even here, any roga that comes in the body, it manifests as a roga in the body because there is a subtle manifestation. First, in the form of feelings, emotions, thoughts, desires, attachments, raga dvesha, moha, and all of this. Giving us an opportunity to take care of it. But even strongly, we become more, we give it reality, we act on it, we keep acting on it, it will become manifested physically. And that is what is in modern this thing called psychosomatic also. Okay? Yeah.
Just
So
to
when
take it a little further, it's just coming to the mind. Though here it refers to disease, if we really look at it, body itself is the manifestation of the mind, right?
Yes.
That is what is happening moment by moment. Moment by moment, moment by moment. Yeah. The will, there is some will. That is what we call as prarabdha, which is already there. That is manifesting moment by moment. That is why, in many things. So the body is taken care. Tulsi Das, I don't know the Hindi song. He says, body is taken care by prarabdha. That's why we say only so much moment. What is it? So much prana for this. Once that is over, then this falls, right? So there is a higher force which is constantly acting, and so much of things are manifested through this body. It is just a gross manifestation of the mind, and prana is the energy. A little more. The mind has that seed, and then the prana comes in that dynamic energy form or whatever, and then the manifestation in the grossest. So the same thing is happening every moment also. So there is absolutely nothing that this ego can control. When it is talked about, if they are not controlled and brought to bay at once, all these things is about the ego. This ego, which I am right now thinking, I am the body thought, cannot do anything because it is driven by the higher force. Yeah? Okay, little bit here and with this awareness, when there is a lot of pain, we go and do little bit of that. That freedom is given. Little bit here and there, we do something. But we must know that it is the Divine Mother working. It is the Divine Mother who is the Prakriti of this. It's all the same. Everything is. So, and this Raga, Dvesha, all these things are also to know the disease. In fact, they say in Ayurveda, I heard, she was mentioning, there are many which they attribute to the karmic So they don't invest too much on the cause.
Yes.
They don't invest too much on the cause. It is only seeing the disturbance that the person is facing and how to address that. It is very, very natural science which is in line, which actually understands the law of nature, and it is in line with that. That is why there are some lists of people also, not people, what nature. She was saying that they say, a Vaidya need not treat. Because if the Vaidya knows, it is because those days, even in our grandparents' time and all, I remember the doctors would say, now he looks like, the body is shutting down. Everybody knows it. It's the inner one which gets that indication. Yeah. Especially doctors who are working with that, that life day and night. They know.
Yeah.
They all know. So they used to send them back home, take them home. Let them not leave the body in the hospital, take them home. This used to happen. Nowadays, Papa, even doctors are bound by a lot of other things. If we know them personally, they may give a hint. Otherwise, it gets difficult. So, yeah, it is all this because thinking, I can control, I can forgetting the law of nature, and we need to submit to her. This ego can never overpower Prakriti. Because ego is also part of Prakriti. Cannot over.
So it will lead to the death of the body. That is an inevitable, and we have to somewhere accept it. I know some people when, I want to feel like I have done the best, my best, to save my mother or whatever. Out of only good intentions, nothing wrong, and we have the money, let's say. Tube here, tube put to this, tube put to the anus, to so many things. Then the doctor has told, they have asked also. They have asked, what else can we do? And the doctor said, we can do this, we can do that, we can. Okay, if we don't do that, what will happen? In 2 hours, she may pass away. But to say that is so, it is like, somewhere in that process, the person was actually going through a lot of pain in that whole process instead of passing away peacefully. So that prioritization of, I am doing my best in terms of somehow it has come down to if I spend a lot of money, if I put the best of medical capabilities into it, then I am doing my best. The best is also to allow the jiva to move on peacefully. Right? It's a balance of everything. So
it's the lack of Atma Jnana, that's all.
It's a lack of
we don't have to be realized for all this. Little bit, if we had heard this one message from Bhagavad Gita, that death is inevitable. That is enough, right? There are many who don't even tell the word. Someone recently I was conversing with, and she was saying, oh, Kashi, you went to Manikarnika? I said, then Kashi, without seeing Manikarnika, how do you come back? Nini, udar, the bodies are burnt and many people think it is Ashubh. What is the point of going to Kashi then? It is a Mahasmashana, right? So much of fear because there is no that this truth has not fallen in their ears to even know, just to listen. Death is inevitable itself looks like we must have gone through a lot of janmas to even listen to that.
And in that process of the fear of the death, so many things. Oh, we should not do this because this is only done for Shraddham. We should not, a person should not bring yellow. If he has, I have heard this, if he has a father and a mother, then he should not bring yellow from the shop, because only, so many things out of that fear of death, as though doing that will invite death. You should not have bath on Amavasya, you should not have do this, you should not do that, because only a person whose parent has passed away, who is doing Tithi on Amavasya. So nobody else, the other people who have parents should not have bath on Amavasya, because they have bath on Amavasya. So many things have been intertwined, and all fear, but which all fearful of something that is inevitable. That is the only truth of the body, for the body. Once you are born, jatasya hi dhruvam mrityur dhruvam. What is it? Yeah, whatever. Okay. So whoever is born has to die, and one who dies will be reborn eventually.
Tasmad apariharyete. Do not look for parihara, says Bhagavan. What is born will die. This is applicable to everything. To the body, to all the problems, to whatever life situations, the changes that we see. It is all born from somewhere and it will die. Just to be the witness. இருந்தபடிக்கே இரு என்றான். எந்தை ரமணன், மறையோனே, the Vedic Purusha, my Ramana, he says, just be as you are. இருந்தபடிக்கே இரு. As you are is not the body mind, the true nature within. இறைவன் செலுத்தும் வழிக்கே செல் என்றான். So at the body mind level, just செலுத்தும் வழிக்கே செல். I don't know how to translate that in English. It is so, it is that divine.
So walk the path that is being shown to you. Something like that.
செலுத்தும் வழி. Even the power to walk, he's just doing everything. Right? It is so difficult. Sometimes the Tamil, I don't know. So, or maybe we can say just surrender and just be.
Yeah, that's what.
Even the body mind,
as you walk, the path unfolds.
It is just happening. Yeah, it is just happening. There is nothing. So,
the words that are following are also beautiful, actually. Narayana is the refuge of the Devas. He is the very root of the tree called Swarga. It has been said that he is found wherever Sanatana Dharma is practiced. And the very foundation, the keystone of this Dharma is the chanting of the Vedas, cows, Brahmins who are forever performing yagas, yajnas, tapas. The best way, my Lord, to destroy this Narayana is to kill all these Brahmins who study and propagate the Vedas. Even today we will see such people around.
we discussed this last week.
Yeah. Even today we are finding, especially if you go to Tamil Nadu and all these, aimed, when they are actually talking about Sanatana Dharma, they are trying, when they are saying, let's dissolve, we must destroy Sanatana Dharma openly. When somebody is telling they are doing this, they are trying to destroy the knowledge of the Vedas, the Brahmins. Major problem was created when in Tamil Nadu somebody was for the temple's HRCE administration, they put one Muslim there, which is okay. They put a Brahmin there. It became a huge issue. Now the new CM has taken out the Brahmin from that administration.
There was a Muslim minister, is it earlier?
Muslim is also there.
Aranilai Thuraiya.
A Muslim, no, some name, yeah. New guy.
No. Aranilai Thurai. That's what you're saying, no? The department of the temple.
Department of HRCE. Muslim is put. And then Brahmin also he put. That became such a big issue. Now the Brahmin has been taken out.
Doomed. We will move ahead. Otherwise now I will.
No, I'm just saying. So But what I'm trying to say is nobody can destroy anything because that is the power. This has been happening time after time after time, and it is eternal. Right? And those who do that, they are the ones who will, whatever, he will take care. So Vedas, cows, Brahmins who are forever performing yagas, yajnas and tapas. So the best way, my lord, is to destroy this Narayana, is to kill all these Brahmins who study, because it is these people who are the Brahmins, not the ones who are propagating, who are talking about the Vedas. That is the yajna. Yajna is also doing things in the fire, and also everything is a yajna. A jnana yajna, a karma yajna, anything that is being done in the form of, trying to bring devotion in the hearts of the people. All of that is a yajna only. Any effort taken to bring devotion in the hearts of the people is a yajna. And when they go on, so it has happened, it has been happening from Ramayana Kala. That is why Vishwamitra comes to Dasharatha and asks for Lord Rama, because Tatake and all those people are trying to oppose or disturb him. So it has been happening time and again, and we are seeing that it is happening around us even now, Pratyaksha also. It is not just in the stories. So the best way, my lord, to destroy this Narayana is to kill all these Brahmins who study and propagate the Vedas, kill the rishis who perform tapas, kill the cows in the ashramas since they give butter and ghee to feed the fires in the ashramas, the sacrificial fires. The several forms of Narayana are reputed to be the Brahmins, cows and the Vedas, and abstract qualities like tapas, truth speaking, self-control, subduing the indriyas, concentration in one's meditation, compassion, patience, and yagas. These are all several forms of Narayana. It is Narayana, the ones who are doing the yajna to bring devotion, to bring bhakti in all the hearts. They cannot do it. It is only Narayana who is doing it. The cows are Narayana, the Vedas are Narayana, the tapas is Narayana, the truth speaking is Narayana, Satyam. Self-control is Narayana. Subduing, that is becoming a Jitendriya, is Narayana. Shama is Narayana, concentration. Samadhana is Narayana. Compassion is Narayana. Titiksha is Narayana. All yagas are Narayana. Narayana loves the devas and the entire celestial host led by Mahadeva and Indra. He is a well-known hater of the asuras.
This is what I was waiting for. See, the main thing where they have this ignorance is they think Narayana loves devas and he hates asura. But everything has sprung from Narayana only. So, even the asura tattvam is from Narayana. That's why we saw in Srimad Bhagavatam, right? The entire front portion of the Lord is dharma. The behind is adharma. His smile is maya. Everything. It's a Vishwarupa dhyana. That is how our Sanatana Dharma, there is nothing other than the Lord. So if that Asura Tattvam, it's also from him. Yeah. But these people do not know. That's why.
He is a well-known hater of the asuras, as we told you before. The devas and the others can do you no harm. It is only Narayana who is our only danger.
And when there is hatred, there is no Narayana. So the first thing in Bhagavad Gita is Adveshta. Dvesha is not Narayana. Yeah. Then we have turned away from Narayana. So this
when Narayana is covered, then only Satya is him.
No, this comes.
Asat is when he is covered.
So as
because of those coverings, they are not able to see. They are not able to see the compassion of Narayana, and hence they say Narayana is there. They see Narayana as danger, just like Duryodhana called Krishna Mayavadi, even though he showed him what is going to be the consequence of his action. That he shows the whole battlefield and shows everybody to be dead. He calls him a Mayavadi at that time. Because he is so caught with his thoughts and given such a strong reality to his desires. His desires are his truth, which has become so solidified that it has completely veiled that supreme truth within. You want to read, Bala?
Oh, yeah. Wearing the noose of death around his neck, thinking that it was a garland of flowers. Kamsa forgot all the many good qualities he was born with. This is delusion. He was pleased with his ministers, who, to him, were his well-wishers, friends. At once he made arrangements for Asuras to go in all the four quarters and harass many Brahmins and the Yajnishalas. The Asuras went about their tasks happily, not knowing that death was fast approaching every one of them. Is there anything more powerful than the hurting of good men to shorten one's life, to take away his wealth, his fame and righteousness, his wife and children, his hope of salvation? Nothing can help an evildoer who is ever eager to perform evil. Yeah.
I mean, to save oneself, how can it is a bit like, even if you see all the terrorists, you wonder how it is even possible for them to go and kill they're not even fighting. What martyrs they are called? They're not even going and fighting against the military. They are going and killing innocent children, ladies who have come for a recreation, for a honeymoon, for a visit, and you go and kill them and you call them, call yourself a martyr. Is there anything more powerful than, but by doing that, somehow we are feeling that pain, that cry makes them feel like they are very powerful. Whenever they feel less powerful, they go and do something to make themselves feel powerful. Through the cries. That quality is an Asura quality. Such a quality is an Asura quality. If to make yourself feel, if you are feeling very disturbed or lower confidence, you go and the bully syndrome in a way. If you see the one who is being bullied, that is such a, they keep toggling between superiority complex and inferiority complex. So the moment there is a inferiority complex, they want the way to feed it. They cannot go and hit back the one who is bullying them because they are stronger than them. So they want to feel powerful. They will go and bully the ones that are weaker than them. They are complete. They are filling up. They're trying to feel powerful by ill-treating or bullying somebody else, which is what the terrorists are also doing. It is a fake power that we are seeking there. It is a fake power. Those qualities are the Asuric qualities. Is there anything more powerful is there anything more powerful than the hurting of good men? To shorten their lives, to take away that person's wealth, that good person, to reduce his fame. These are the different ways in way one can say. This is jealousy. If you are jealous of somebody, it is like, instead of making myself better, I try to pull the other down. So to become powerful, to become better, you can either take away their life, take away their wealth, take away their fame and righteousness, take away their children and wife, hope for. Nothing can help an evildoer who is ever eager to perform evil, because this is the thinking that there is a total clouding here. Anything coming to you, Bala, or should we move on?
Nothing else, nothing. That caught the attention actually. That was very nice. The wearing the noose of death around his neck, thinking that it was the garland of flowers. Whenever one story is coming up, and then maybe we will understand what it means. So the idea is, whenever there is an identification with something, then we are opening the door of death. Yeah, because it will go away, right? If I say I am this Bala body will die anyway. So I am available for Yama Dharmaraja to come and take it anytime. The entire Atma Jnana is there to tell that you are Purna, you are not this body mind, right? So for this, a very nice story is there. Here what has happened is, Kamsa has taken all that the ministers have given, okay? And so he's thinking by doing all that he can protect himself, right? So he is actually thinking that they have put a flower garland on him, but actually it is the noose of death.
Noose of death.
Many times we get caught like that.
That is Viveka. To be able to recognize what is my death and what is Sat and what is Asat. What will take me towards Sat and what will take me more and, drown me more and more in Asat. That is Viveka. All the Ramayana, all the Mahabharata, everything, the stories, the Bhagavad Gita, through that, if we see, everything is given so that we are able to see, to develop that Viveka. But if we are clouded by fear, that Viveka will not work. We say, no, they are thinking for our good only, no. That is so nice. They are telling everything for my good. My good. It's a trap.
Yeah.
Heaven on earth. Continue, Bala.
When Vishnu Maya was born to Yashoda, everyone in Gokula went into a trance, and they only knew that a child had been born to Yashoda.
Oh, our question got answered here.
Yeah. They did not even know. So from this, what is it that our Viveka must tell us is, being conscious and all is not in our hands. What we remember this moment, what we forget, it is all the, the Divine Mother.
Maya's work here.
She's working. The power of the Lord. He wants to put all of us suddenly in a trance, he will put. And that's the beauty of Krishna Katha. Every Leela that he does is like that. No, to again and again tell that I don't fit into your possible, whatever you think possible, impossible and all is your rubbish brain telling something. I don't fit into all that. The Lord declares always. Yeah, I don't have to. He is not even bothered to give explanation. He says, go beyond it. Yeah. When Vishnu Maya was born to Yashoda, Everyone in Gokula went into a trance, and they only knew that a child had been born to Yashoda. So that alone they remembered. Matta smriti jnanam apohanam cha, says Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita. From me arises the smriti. So their smriti is remembering our true nature. We can take it like that, or everything that is remembered also can be taken. Yeah. Smriti, jnanam, the ultimate jnana, it comes from me. Apohanam, the forgetfulness comes from me, says Bhagavan. They did not even, after listening to all this, we must really contemplate, oh, then who am I? What is this? Where am I? Who am I? What is this I which I am thinking? We must really, really face this question at some point in time. They did not even know whether it was a boy or a girl. After Vasudeva came and the exchange of children had taken place, they all woke up. So, the right time. He says, right, Kalam Kalayatamasmi. I am the Kala and I am all the Kalas. So beautiful. After Vasudev came and the exchange of the children had taken place, they all woke up from the deep sleep and news spread like fire. A son had been born to Nanda. The entire Gokula rushed to the house of their chief to see the child. There he lay, the Lord of the universe, by the side of his mother, small and frail, held in her arms. They said he looked like a blue lotus. Nanda was in the seventh heaven. He had a son who was beautiful as the moon. He made the Brahmanas recite the holy mantras to avert all evil, and he gave away gifts to many people. The purification ceremony by the name Jata Karma was performed for the newborn child. The earth is purified by Kala, time. The human body is purified by bathing in clean water, dirty vessels and such like by cleaning with cleansing agents. The child which has been born of the womb of a woman is cleansed by Jata Karma. Brahmins are cleansed by yagas. Wealth is purified by giving. The senses, the indriyas, are purified by tapas. The mind, when it is made to realize contentment, and the Atman, mind is purified when it realizes trupti, and Atman, when it has learned Atma-vidya, the truth about itself. See how beautiful. Yeah. What is it that we see as mind is not the mind? Ramana Bhagavan's very first definition of what is mind says, Manam என்பது Satta, what word he uses? Or Iraivan, I don't remember. Irinde எழும் or அதிசேஷம். That's a true mind. That the word that always Bhagavan Swami uses is Chit Shakti. So when it is not filled with the fabric of, me, mine, my thoughts, which is all delusion, it's not there actually. We are thinking desire, it's not there. So it is a pure Shakti which is there, reverberating. Aho Purushika, Saundarya Lahari says, no? So with the moment, so she is the Vidya Rupini, right? So the moment the mind has realized what it is, that is Atma Vidya. How beautiful this is. Yeah. The entire, anything? Aarti?
No, I'm still contemplating on this. Why this earth is purified by Kala, time. Everything else, the human body is purified by bathing in clean water. Dirty bottles by cleaning with cleaning agents. The child which has been born of the womb of a woman is cleansed by Jata Karma. Jata Karma is writing the Jataka.
Oh.
Jata Karma is one of the samskaras. As soon as the baby is born, its horoscope is written.
Conferred on him all this. I'm just checking if anything is there in Bhagavatam.
Born of the womb of a woman is cleansed by Jata Karma. That is by noting its graha dasha, right? That is coming into one's awareness. That is a form of purification. Anything that comes into one's awareness by noting its graha, that is a cleansing. Like noting, seeing the tube light, like just watching the desire, watching, like that, noting the graha dasha, you understand the child, there is a purification. Brahmins are cleansed by yagas, by doing selfless.
Highly blessed.
This is what Ramana Sita Swamigal would say always. When we say, karma yoga, you do selfless service. He will say, what is this selfless? You do your work, don't expect any returns. Even the fan does that. Even the light does that. Even your grinder does that. It is doing any work. Is it telling, praise me, do something? It is not telling like that. So a yaga or that's karma yoga or that selfless service, there should be devotion in that. A sense that you are the doer, you are the enjoyer, you are the knower. It has come from you, it is going into you. That is the idea behind any yaga. So Brahmins are cleansed by all activities being done in this state as a yaga. Wealth is purified by giving. The senses, the indriyas by tapas. That is also beautiful. The mind, when it is made to realize contentment, and the Atman when it has learnt GarbhaVidya. Only the earth is purified by Kala. Oh, it creates and it gets laya. Is that what it is?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe possible.
It can be something.
Yeah. Yeah.
All these are coming from these people, right? I mean, it's these asuras who are talking this. Oh, no. Here
we have come here now. Nanda, in Nanda's house, Jata Karma is being done for Krishna.
Being done.
The entire Gokula had a festive look since a prince had been born there. Because Nanda Raj, he's the king of that place. Every house was decorated and the streets were all sprinkled with perfumed water. The women wore grey-colored clothes and gopas and gopis were dancing in streets. The women waved silver plates filled with saffron water in front of the child and said, "May you live long, let no evil befall you." Rohini had given birth to a son too, and she was the sister of Yashoda. She was hiding in Gokula to escape the tyranny of Kamsa, who had been harassing all the Yadavas and their women. So the two sisters, with their sons, were glowing like queens in the midst of the gopis. Rohini's son was fair and Yashoda's son was dark. See, even this if you see. Yeah, our modern mind thinking. Rohini is Vasudeva's wife in Gokula. How did he give birth? Right? But
no, that child has got transferred into Rohini's womb, right?
Yeah.
Maya.
They all probably knew. Later, when Nanda Gopa is meeting Vasudeva, Vasudeva says, "Take care of that child also." It's all Nanda Gopa.
If you look at the whole, this Bhagavatam and story of Krishna, especially, right, the Krishna Leela, it is to take us beyond logic.
Yes.
It is to tell us that truth is not in your intellect or in your mind. You have to go beyond that to know the truth.
The Vijnana is broken because we have all these things put there, no? All the conditionings is the Vijnanamaya Kosha, which covers the last sheath. Sometimes, the thoughts and all do not arise, no disturbance, not much of emotions, nothing. Yet, something is still covering. What is it? It is our intellectual conditioning. As simple as, oh, this cannot happen for me. It could be that. I'm such a whatever. So all that, because in the satsanga that is happening in Malleshwaram, morning Viveka Chudamani is happening. So Swami is touching upon the Vijnanamaya Kosha. So many such revelations. So this just, we don't even have to get into, by listening to Krishna Katha, it just breaks.
Yes.
That's it. That's the marvel of Krishna Katha.
Without any effort, just listening to it, it goes beyond.
Yeah. Dadami buddhi yogam tam, says no Krishna in Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita. The one who is constantly listening to my stories, who is dwelling in my glory, for them whatever is essential as buddhi yoga I give. All these gopas, gopikas are jnanis actually. Later we will see as we go through, every verse will contain the highest jnana. And then immediately a beautiful description of the Lord. It's just fantastic. Yes, I think it's 7:30. It's over, this one?
Yeah, this chapter is over.
This chapter is over. We'll continue next week.
Om Asato ma sadgamaya Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya Mrityorma amritam gamaya Sarve bhavantu sukhinah Sarve santu niramayah Sarve bhadrani pashyanto Ma kaschid dukkha bad bhavet Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om